Hey guys, this is John Lee Hilliard from JT's Vending, coming to you today with the video about how to, or my definition of what Swiss money is. Um, that was something I came up with, or I was just thinking about, like what I was doing, how I was doing it while I was working my third shift job um, at McCormick. So I worked third shift, equipment operator. And I was reading at night, studying, and just trying to figure out the things that I can do to create passive income. This was about a year and had to, November, actually before that of 2022. I would say August or September. No, I would say about May of 2022, going through this process, trying to think about what can I do, what I can do, because I always wondered, like, what does the average millionaire have that I don't? They're human, and even growing up, just wondering what do they have or what can they do that I can't do? Because in my mind, like, I can do it too. So my definition that I came up with for Swiss money, and Swiss money is not what you think. It's not Swiss cheese. It's not the Swiss currency. It's a Swiss. Essentially, it's an abbreviation. Um, and I'll get into that a little later. Watch the video to the end because I have a additional bonus footage or information that I want to give out towards the end of the video that might help the average person like me, coming from a warehouse, coming from working a third shift, trying to make sure you provide for your family. So again, just stay tuned to the end and just enjoy the video. If it helps you in any way, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. The bigger and faster we grow, the faster we get to those cash giveaways. And that means the more people are being exposed to what we're talking about. And it's simply just having your finances in order, having a plan for your money makes by that it makes you have more money. Like it physically, having a plan for it shows you what every dollar can do and what you can't do, and it's right there in front of you in black and white. And for me, it was scary. So, guys, I know if it is scary, please stay with JT's Vending. Watch the videos that we post. Um, just if you have any questions, shoot it in the video, in the comment section down below. If you need any additional information, just contact us. Our phone number, our email, everything is on the website. We're here to help because and including myself, like I walked that hard road coming from poverty, trying to figure out have, how can I make more money without having to give up so much time. So, guys, please enjoy the video. Watch it to the end. I think you'll enjoy it. Hey, guys, let's jump right into it. Before I get into the actual Swiss, the definition or the explanation for the phrase Swiss money, as S um, is an abbreviation. So before I jump into it, I'll just hit you with the first five things that I had to do to enact or to make Swiss money a realistic possible thing. And when I started doing this, guys, it came as a joke. Like I was trying to see if I could do it. I didn't know if it was a real thing. Come to find out it is. But I'm just trying to see if I can create it. So again, just stay tuned. Enjoy these next five things that I've done. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. So let's dive right in. So if anybody know me, I take a lot of notes. They know me. I have notepads galore. I scribble on everything. and I try to write down whatever pops in my brain. So the first thing I started to do was make myself to make myself become more disciplined. I had to be like intentional about going, hey, I need to not do this to do this. I can't go out and buy what I want when I feel like it just because I think I have the money. Forcing myself to be more disciplined was was the first major change. Right after that discipline, I grew up in kind of a closed community. So I had to tell myself, or I had to force myself to stop listening to broke people. I was listening to people who don't even, 60 and 70-year-old people that don't have a retirement, um, and that, spending every dollar they get, don't have a dime to their name. I'm listening to them about how to build wealth, how to make more money, and I was going all wrong. So second thing I had to do, stop listening to broke people. Um, and number three was that I had to choose to change my mindset about money, because again, how I was brought up, money was not money was not talked about unless, you know it was time to pay something or pay somebody. And a lot of times, I used to see, um, my parents, trying, robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's a phrase we use down here in the South. But, just, don't answer the phone for bill collectors and leaving the phone off the hook. And as a kid, you see that stuff and you don't really process it right then. You go, whatever, just do my parents say whatever, as long as they leave me alone. But, yeah, so I had to change my mindset around money so that I could see things a lot differently. Number four is basically I started to be more intentional about whatever I was doing financially, in my personal life, in my private life. I had to be more intentional and to stop thinking that um, something is not working for me, when I had to go, okay, John, no, all work works, because sometimes you win. Oh, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. So that means you're not losing, because when all work works, when you're being intentional, that means it's either going to work on you to make you more proficient in what you're doing. If you're trying to build wealth, it makes you know what not to do. That's working on you, and working for you is actually succeeding with what you're working on, building wealth, building emergency funds, saving for your personal goals, saving for a down payment on a house, stuff like that. When you start to succeed in that arena, then you go, okay, it's working now. So that's number four. Number five is learn. I I guess that was my second major problem right there. Number five is learning how to serve others. I didn't look at it like that. I did not look at it as serving others, because I grew up with the mindset of serving others it meant civility. It means you're weaker. And I was just that guy. I didn't want to seem weak. I didn't want people to think I was weak. So I just didn't understand the purpose behind serving. But now it's not the case. The stuff I believe was all wrong. Now, if you can imagine, I teach from biblical principles. So my personal, my foundation for business principles are here. My foundation for my principles of Christianity are here as a Christian. So my business is here. My business principles are here. My faith, my Christianity foundation principles are here. Can you imagine that they are one and the same? They are exactly the same. And that principle is to serve my fellow man. It's to serve. Back to Swiss, I get down a rabbit hole, but because I've been through so much, and I was indoctrinated to believe so much of the wrong stuff. It's like if it felt now for me now with my mindset, it felt like back then, 12 years ago, I was being programmed to be poor. That's what it feels like now. That it feels like I'm on the other side, and I'm looking back at me going, why would why would you teach that, knowing it was wrong? But anyway, that's a whole nother rabbit hole that'll be on another video about you know programming society, or programming men and women in society to be poor. That is a real thing. They actually do that. So that'll be another video. Anyway, to the point. Swiss money is the whole purpose of this video. So it the way I define Swiss money, and again, it's not Swiss currency, or Swiss cheese. I love cheese. It simply means sales while I sleep soundly. Simply that. Sales while I sleep soundly. So it's when I was working on third shift. I mean, it's still possible. I'm still doing it now. It's still generated now. But when I was working third shift, I was at work, physically working, physically my body there working, doing the work. And while I was working, I was still making decent amount of money. Um, and then when I would get off work at 6 a.m., as I would come home, get the kids ready for school, get everybody ready, get everybody out the house. Now, if you worked third shift before, that's bedtime. So when I would go to sleep, I'm sleeping good because I'm trying to sleep till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, for I to get up and get my son and get stuff started. And my vending machines that we have out in the public, and at different office locations, are running full time around the clock. Credit card readers, everything, they're working. They're making sales for me with me not even being there. So it took me like 3 or 4 months, and I just was I was doing something. I was scribbling something at work and writing stuff down. And again, if you know me, it's so much stuff on my brain that I try to get off about wealth and about building and about being a better father and husband. This is the stuff I come up with at night when I was working third shift. So it's a lot. On top of this, then you had this. Then I had several of these. But I realized like I'm making sales while I'm sleeping. And then I started joking about it. I was like, yeah, I'm making, Swiss money, sales while I sleep soundly. And then it kind of stuck. I was like, oh crap, it gotta be a thing. Well, you know what? It's a thing. It's my thing. So I just roll with it. So thank you guys for watching this video so far. Thank you for watching it to the end. I truly appreciate it. With the bonus, the extra stuff I was talking about. So with JT's Vending, what we do here, we're located in Memphis, Tennessee. So what I'm trying to do is build a network of fathers and men um, who want to make those, who want to help me build a network so I can help additional men and fathers make Swiss money, to generate Swiss money, so that you can have that additional income to take care of your families, to take care personal things that you may have going on, but to help teach and walk fathers through the a basic financial foundation. That's what I was missing when I was growing up. So this at this point in the video, if you are in the Mid South, if you're in Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, you can contact us through JT's Vending Services website. You can contact us through, you can leave a comment in the comment section. If you're close to me, we're in Memphis, Tennessee. So that'll be, Memphis, Cordova, Bartlett, Arlington, Fayette County, um, Millington, those surrounding areas. You can contact us and we can meet. If you want to meet and you want me to walk you through this process, we we always try to serve as many people as possible. So if I can get other men to understand how important having a basic foundation in personal finances, how important it is with shaping your future or your children's future, or just changing like what I've done. Like I've changed my family tree. There will no longer, due to lack of knowledge, be a generation after me who lives in poverty, who has to grow up with food insecurities, or having to worry about lights getting cut off, or worrying about who gonna drive what car, and does the car get gas, because you need gas money. Like that was a big thing growing up. So my goal with this company, with this YouTube channel, is to reach more of more fathers, more men who truly want to know and understand finances, so that they can get themselves in order. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about, because I was just there. I just so happened to just hit my breaking point where I was fed up. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of being freaking broke. And I made a choice. And you can too. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll add some additional descriptions of Swiss Money in the show notes. I'll add additional financial tip videos if you want to check out those. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. And if you have any extra things that you want to just advise me on, if you got any nuggets of wisdom you can give me, please give them to me. I truly appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Au revoir.